Another day, another egg video for the YouTube. In this video, we're going to be breaking down the cheapest way to acquire each type of egg and if it's worth it, and the coveted question, which eggs am I keeping and which eggs am I quick selling? First up, we've got the extravagant eggs. The main way you are going to get these eggs is through the random reroll. And well, if you have not watched my video yesterday, I break down exactly why I do not like this reroll. If you do still care about your coins, if you want to have some fun, you can roll it, you can keep the eggs, that's on you. But the actual way I think you should be acquiring extravagant eggs is not through this reroll, but rather through the large, medium, and small sets, because you do have the opportunity to pull an extravagant egg out of those two. But now moving into the large egg set, it's going to require, and this is the only way you can get a large egg, you can't pull it in a medium or small set, gonna require 392s and 490 overalls. Quickly glancing at the 90 overall market, you're gonna be paying 20,000 coins for a 90 overall, and then for a 92, you're gonna be paying right at 50,000 coins. Adding up all those numbers, the 392s, the 490 overalls, it's gonna cost you 230k at max for the large egg set, which is a pretty hefty price. And if you haven't watched my egg prediction video, I'll put that video's link also in the description. That will get you more familiar with what I think each egg is going to be, mainly like the overalls for the large, medium, and small. But for example, a large egg, it's a 73,000 training QUICKSELL. That puts it right in between a 94 overall at 50,000 training and a 95 overall at 72,000 training. I do think it is going to be a 95 plus, but there is potential for it to be a 94 plus. Before we actually compare overall prices, one thing I want to mention with all prices we talk about in this video is we're going to be mentioning the post-Easter mark, and the price line I think we're going to be selling all of these overalls at is going to be more around the 2 per range. Right now we're selling at 2.2, but on Easter Sunday, once the market settles down and gets back to normal, I think the 2 per range per each overall is going to be the selling price for most of these overalls, and that of course will be 1.8 per after tax. Looking at the 94 and 95 overall market because we can kind of just talk about what overalls are going to be an L, what overalls are going to be a W. Now most 94 and 95 overall cards are training discard. There's not many unique type of cards that are required for sets that go for anything above training value. So for example, a 94 overall is going to be going for around 100,000 coins, once the market settles down. 95 overall is around that 150k mark. So looking at the cost of the large egg set, it is 230k. A 94 overall is going to be an L. A 95 overall is going to be an L. Even a 96 overall is going to be L, because these cards are going to be going for probably around the 215, 220k range. Then you get back 200k, and even at that, you are losing 30,000 coins if you pull a 96 overall. The only actual way you are going to profit off of doing the large egg set is pulling a 97 overall. I will say the advantage the large set has over the other types of egg sets is that if you do eventually pull a 98 overall, it gives you the best chances to do that of a certain promo like Ultimate Legends, maybe AKAs. 98 overall cards are going to be very expensive on Sunday because people are going to be building their teams. So that is the one advantage of the large set. But even at that, if it's a 95 plus, you still are going to have to pull 3 overalls higher just to make a profit. And if it's a 94 plus, cross our fingers it isn't, you're going to have to pull 4 overalls higher just to make a profit. So unfortunately, I love the large eggs. I love the value of them. I wish there was a large egg reroll because I would be spamming it. But unfortunately, this set just really isn't worth it. Just like the extravagant egg reroll, if you still care about your coins, I would not even come close to this set. Only do it if you're willing to have fun and accepting that you're going to lose a lot of coins on average. Moving on down to the medium egg set, it's going to require 390 overalls and 288s, but this actually is not the only way you can get medium eggs. There's also this Sugar Rush egg pack. We'll get back to that in a little bit. Back to the set again. 390 overalls and 288s, a much smaller set with different overalls than the large egg set. Again, a 90 overall, we already went over. That card is going to be costing, or those cards are going to be costing 20,000 coins. And then 88 overall, and actually you can buy an 88 or an 89. They're around the same price. Perfect day Saturday to be buying 88 Ultimate Legends. They're going to be going for 15,000 coins or less. So yes, a little bit expensive for an 88 overall, but it is what it is. Going back and adding up all the numbers, 60k plus 30k, this set is going to run you 90,000 coins, which I think is a lot more reasonable than the large egg set. Back to the Sugar Rush egg pack, it's going to cost 120,000 coins. So now that you know that the egg medium set is going to cost 90,000 coins, you already get, and by the way, for the pack, you get a guaranteed medium egg or better, a 90 plus Sugar Rush player or better, and then I think an 83 or an 84 plus card or better. So right off the bat, if you care and you're getting the medium eggs or doing the medium egg sets, you can already place a 90k value on the pack, plus a 20k value for the 90 overall card, plus you got 4 or 5k guaranteed from the lower overall player. So looking at the pack, you're only spending essentially 5,000 coins to get possibly an extravagant egg or a higher overall Sugar Rush player. In my 18 total packs, I actually pulled 3 extravagant eggs, one of them being a free agent egg. There's one right there on your screen for 110k. So I don't even have to talk about if the egg set is worth the medium egg set that is. If you are planning on doing the medium egg sets, you might as well go out and buy the packs because you're pretty much doing it for the same price, but it's taking you a lot less time to do the set because you're opening just one pack. But just like the large eggs, let's take a quick glance at the medium eggs in my binder once again. Watch the egg prediction video because it will give you a lot better of understanding of what I think is in each egg. Right here, we've got the weekly or wildcard Wednesday. I said week, I was going to say Wednesday. My years are all messed up. Weekly wildcard, it's getting late. 28,500 training. It is all the medium eggs. That is right in between a 92 overall at 22,000 training and a 93 overall at 33,000 training. So you can pretty much guarantee that all medium eggs are going to be at least 92 overall and better. And getting into the market, and this is why I have fallen in love with the medium egg set. Unlike the large egg sets and the extravagance, the medium eggs, and specifically the 92 and 93 overall market, they have a little bit of some hidden qualities or some hidden gems in each individual program. For example, we went over this in the egg prediction video, but the weekly wildcard 93 or the weekly wildcard 92 plus egg can't actually be a 92 plus because there are not 92 overalls in the program. So it automatically has to be a 93 overall. And even at that, the 93 overall weekly wildcard cards go for an elevated price compared to your normal 93 because they actually are used in the 98 overall weekly wildcard set. So they're actually going to be 80 to 100k once we get new 98 overall weekly wildcard cards. Geez, that's a tongue twister. And the other thing is the Ultimate Legend. The Ultimate Legend 92s are not an overall discrepancy, but the 92 overall Ultimate Legend cards are used in the 98 overall Ultimate Legend sets still heavily, and they are going to be going for anywhere from 70 to 80,000 coins on every single Saturday when we get new 98 overall Ultimate Legends. Those are just two of the overall unique qualities about the 92 and 93 overall market. The other thing about the 92 overall market, man, is it's just the rarest and one of the most in-demand overalls in the game. It seems like every single promo now, you have also Team Diamonds that use 92 overalls, and then of course you get egg sets. This promo, 92 overalls are like EA's love child when it comes to sets. Like, who knows, maybe the next Thursday promo that we get after Easter, it's going to require more 92 overalls, and there's no reroll in the game that hands out specifically 92 overalls. So when you look at an egg like this, where the lowest overall card is going to be a 92 overall, the rarest overall essentially in the game that is still used for sets, I love this set, man. I think the value is there. You're only spending 90k. You already have one 93 overall, or one egg that is going to be essentially a break even or better. You have the Ultimate Legend egg, which is going to be close to break even or better. And then the other eggs, I mean, what you're losing after tax, a 92 overall at worst is going for 40 to 45k after the Easter market settles down. You're looking at what, like, if you pull a 92 overall, you lose 40,000 coins. You pull a 93, you're losing 20 or 30k. All you gotta do is pull 2 overalls higher, that being a 94 overall, or 3 overalls higher, I guess you could say technically, but it's guaranteed to be a 92 plus. All you gotta do is pull a 94 overall, and you're not even really breaking even, you're making profit. So I love the value. I'm gonna say it right now, this is my favorite egg set in the game for only a 90k cost. I love the upside, and I wouldn't even really say that much of a risk because, I mean, the weekly wildcard egg is gonna be guaranteed profit. So yes, the medium egg set, the egg, the Sugar Rush egg pack, I love both of these for 90k. I'm not going to say you're going to guarantee to make profit. You're still going to lose. But I think for the enjoyment of Sugar Rush, if you want to have eggs, this is the best set for where you can still enjoy them and pull higher-ish overall cards, but not lose an absolute ton, like the large egg set and the extravagant egg reroll. And finally, getting all the way down to the small egg set, a little baby set, only requiring 4 players, 2 88 overalls and 2 86 overalls. We've already shown you, again, the 88 or 89s. They're going to cost you 15,000 coins, and then the 86 overalls or 87s are going to cost you a max of 7,000 coins. So a very, very cheap set. You add all those overalls up together, max you're going to be spending for a small egg set is going to be 44,000 trading. Also, I forgot to mention in the medium egg set, the small egg set, and large egg set, again, you can pull an extravagant egg out of that. So for the medium egg set, you're going to have I think it is a higher chance in a medium egg set you pull an extravagant egg over a small set, and of course the same thing for the large egg set. But small eggs are going to be a guaranteed 90 plus player. 15,000 training. It's actually right above a 91 overall. They technically could be 91 pluses, but I'm more likely heading towards the 90 plus overall range. Then there actually is the ultimate legend egg, which is again a unique overall, where it is going to be a 91 plus egg because they don't have 90 overalls. The small eggs are, in my opinion, the same sort of direction as a medium egg set. They don't have the unique overalls like the weekly wildcards and the 93 overalls. And the only thing kind of like turning me off of a small egg set, which I still really like, it's a better value than large, better value than the reroll. You're essentially just paying for a reroll. Like, you have a 90 overall Sugar Rush reroll, you have a not like the rerolls aren't in the game for a lot of these cards. You're gonna get like a weekly wild card, but I don't love it as much as the medium egg set, although I do still like it. Again, a 90 and a 91 overall card you're gonna lose, but a 92 overall you're gonna be profiting or better. So all you gotta do is pull 3 overalls higher for a guaranteed profit. 92 overalls and 93 overalls and up, and I guess it gives you the most chances at pulling a high overall. If you just pull a 94 or 95 in a small egg set, you're going to make out really, really good. So yeah, that is the small egg set, that is the medium egg set, that is the large egg set, that is the extravagant egg set. If you want to rank them, I mean, it's pretty obvious. I probably hate the extravagant egg reroll the most, then goes down to the large egg set, then the small egg set, which I really, really like, and then the medium egg set, which I love. So if I were to recommend 2 sets, medium egg set, small egg set, my go-tos. On to answering the question about which eggs I'm trying to keep, which eggs I'm trying to quick sell. Let's keep things really, really simple. All large, all medium, and all small eggs, if you already have them in your binder, they're going to be a keep. Of course, not many people are going to have a ton of these eggs, so their actual overalls are not going to be flooded onto the market that much. They're going to retain a lot of their value and rarity, especially with the cards that go into bigger sets like weekly wildcards and ultimate legends. Yes, simple. Keeping all large, medium, and small eggs. Extravagant eggs up next. The first one we're going to talk about is the MVP egg, quick selling for 350k training. Remember the number 2 per, that's really the value of training, and to tell you either you should quick sell and liquidate your training before Easter or keep the egg. Now the MVP egg for me is very simple. I don't think Patrick Mahomes is going to return that 700k value you could get by quick selling for 350k right now. He's already going for around 724k, and even though he is a very rare egg, probably going into the mid to low 600s on Sunday morning, and that will not return the value. This is not, by the way, a new thing where eggs do not return their full value. If we actually go back to last year, and I want to say this, I know the Cooper Cup egg was probably the worst one in returning its value prior to Easter, or not prior to Easter, before Easter, but every single extravagant egg last year actually did not return its value before Easter into post-Easter. Every card went for significantly less in the market than the candy value they were last year. The other 350k training egg is the Ring of Honor, or the suspected Ring of Honor egg, getting one of the 5 99 overall Ring of Honor players. This egg is going to be a keep. I think it's the most valuable egg in the game. And you could already see the 99 Ring of Honor players right now, even just a day before Sunday, still going for 1 million coins, and I don't even think they get close to that 700k value. You could say 770k after tax. These cards would have to go for above for it to be worth it to keep the egg. I think these players actually probably go for around the 1 million coin mark because they're still some of the best players at their respective position. Ring of Honor egg, it's a must keep. Grouping the 98 overall eggs together, they all quick sell for 230k a piece. They are going to be a keep 100%. 230k training, meaning they would have to return at least 460k coins for it to be worth it to keep the egg. And if you go to the 98 overall game changer, you know, most of these cards right now are going for 600, 700k. I see them at least going for above 500, 550k once the market settles down. These players, just like the 99 overall Ring of Honors, the 98s are still the best players really at each of their positions. Still going to be bought a ton of people go to build their teams on Sunday. Free agency is in a little bit better than the game changers because these cards are a little bit more rare and they go for a little bit more on the auction house. I mean, OBJ, you have, you know, Tony Pollard, Dalvin Tomlinson. These cards go for a lot. You also have the 98 Mystery Egg, and those players will be new 98 Sugar Rush players. All these three I can't see for going below 500k, and in that case, they are a keep. And before we get into the 97 overall eggs, I want to talk about the 110k egg or the 96 overall potentially Sugar Rush player. That is what we are assuming. And you would actually think this egg is going to be a quick sell, but in fact, it is going to be a hold. And the reason be, there's only one reason this is a hold, is because the 96 overall Sugar Rush egg champion players have a really good chance of being able to be used in the 98 overall Sugar Rush champion sets. And those 98 overall players are going to be in demand Sunday when people go to buy back their teams. You can see a lot of the newer Part 2 Sugar Rush champions. And remember, they don't have another egg to populate their supply on the market. A lot of the 98 Sugar Rush Part 2 champions are already going for 700, 800k, and I think they're going to stay at that price on Sunday. If the 96 overall cards go into the sets, which last year the 98 egg champions did, like Chris Westry, Robert Hunt, and Charles Woodson, I love keeping this egg and just building the 98 overall Sugar Rush champions. Finally, onto the 97 overall eggs, and these are the ones where it gets a little bit questionable. They're quick selling for 160k, so to make it simple, each of these eggs need to return at least 320k coins for it to be worth it to keep the egg. For one, these eggs, because of the loophole along with the 110k egg, but these eggs are going to be flooded, or the contents inside these eggs are going to be flooded on the market. If you already look at the GG2 players, even the Combine players and the Super Bowl players, they're all going for like 350k right now, which after tax is 320k. So if you could open the eggs right now and sell the cards, it would be worth it. The problem is these markets are going to be absolutely flooded on Sunday, and just in no way, shape, or form I see these cards holding at least 320k in value. The best egg I could say of the 97s maybe is the Combine, because they have the most meta players. They still have Christian Watson, Julio Jones, they have all the Leon Sandcastle. So if you want to keep a 97 egg, I would say it's the Combine one. I'm not going to quick sell every single one, and I don't recommend you guys do that. But if you want to quick sell like half and half from the loophole glitch, or if you just have them, you don't really... They just aren't going to be able to return that 320k coin value. They have prior, or I keep saying prior. Is it prior Easter? Before Easter. It's late. My head's spinning. But yes, the 97 overall eggs, if there was any eggs you want to quick sell, it is going to be them. I can't see them unless there's another present or egg glitch. I just can't see them returning their value. But I think that's everything. We went through all the eggs. I'm going to keep a majority of my eggs just because it's fun. It's Easter at the end of the year. Who knows, maybe the 97 overall or 160k eggs end up being something. But that's all for this video. Comment if you have any questions, like if you've enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, peace.